Good morning, dear students. How are you all? So, this is the video of class 10, and we will talk here about the types of salts. Okay, dear students. So, let's start. Dear students, you can see the first type of salt, and that we will talk. That one is acidic salt. Okay, now, why the name is acidic salt? You have to understand that one. Okay, and then after we will talk about its pH. As you know, dear student, that from the previous topic we have discussed about that one. If anything is solid, then its pH is less than 7. So you can see this one is less than 7. Okay, now you can see acidic salt. Why it is acidic salt? Because it is actually formed by the combination of strong acids and weak base. The priority will be given to strong acids, and hence it can be called as a acidic salt. Okay now, so if I will write one or reaction, so you can see here the reaction is, for example, given ammonium chloride is formed by a strong acid HCl and weak base. Okay, let me show you that one. First of all, you can see this one. On the basis of pH of aqueous solution, the salts may be of following type. First, we have discussed about that one, acidic salts, and how it has formed. You have understood pH solution, and here example is given. Okay, dear student. Now let me show one of the example. Suppose NH4 Cl we have to form. This one is called as a acidic salt. How it can form? It can form by the combination of strong acid plus weak base. So NH4OOH. Okay, now dear student, here you can say NH4OH. What it will form? It will form, OH is there, OH negative, H positive. What it can form? It can form H2O, one compound, and plus it can form NH4Cl. So we will write again NH4Cl. So you have understood that this one is a salt and that one is an acidic salt. Okay, now you can take various strong acid. Instead of this one, you can take H2SO4. H2SO4 is also a strong acid, and here you can take NH4OH. Okay, now so this you have to understand, and then you can form NH4 whole twice SO4, ammonium sulfate. So you have understood that acidic salts we can form by the strong acid plus weak base. Okay now, and their pH is every time less than 7. Okay now, dear student. Now the next thing, basic salts. So basic salt, truly you have to understand that basic salt, that means a strong base. The priority will be given to base. That's why its name is basic salts. And weak acid, okay now, formed by the combination of strong bases and weak acids. Okay now, and pH would be greater than 7. Okay now, pH 7 means neutral, pH greater than 7 means it is basic. Okay now, it would be basic in nature. So you should know one of the example I will give here. Example is given sodium carbonate. How sodium carbonate will form? Na2CO3 is a salt. How it has formed? So I will tell you one example, but here is neutral salt. Let escape this one, but I will go to the next page and I will give you one example. Okay now, so how basic salt will form? Basic salt will form by the combination of strong base. So I have taken here NaOH. NaOH is a strong base. Okay now, plus, okay, plus weak acid. Okay now, so you can take weak acid, but what I have taken in the example sodium carbonate. So here I can take H2CO3. Okay now, so this is one is a weak acid, carbonic acid. Now what it will form? NaCO3. But now, according to valency concept, it will form Na2CO3 plus H2O. Now you can balance this one. So what is this one? this is Na2CO3 is formed from strong base and weak acid, so it is a basic salt. You should understand this one. Okay na dear student, let me check next one. Neutral salt. As the name suggests, neutral salts will form when these are formed by the combination of a strong acid and a strong base. Look dear, acidic salt will form when strong acid and weak base. Basic salt will form when strong base and weak acid. Neutral salt will form when both are having the same capability. Same capability means what? A strong acid, a strong base, weak acid, weak base. Means combination of a strong acid, a strong bases, combination of weak acids and weak bases between that one. Okay now, so let me check one example I am giving you here. Sodium sulfate. How sodium sulfate will form? Sodium sulfate will form by the combination of a strong acid. So a strong acid, let me take a strong base first of all. I am taking NaOH plus a strong base I have taken. Now I have to take a strong acid, so I am taking H2SO4. Okay na, H2SO4. Okay, so what it will form? It will form sodium sulfate. Let me go at the other page and I am telling you. NaOH plus H2SO4. Okay, now what it will form? It will form Na2SO4 plus H2O. So sodium sulfate, this one is a neutral salt because it has formed from a strong base, a strong acid. Both are strong, and if both are strong, that means neutral salt will form. Okay na, Na2SO4. Okay, and their pH, what could be about the pH? pH is equal to 7. You can see pH is nearly equal to 7. Okay na, so you have understood. Now what is families of salt? Families of salt means, dear student, the salt which have same positive ions or same negative ions, same positive ions or same negative ions are said to belong to the same family. Sodium carbonate and sodium sulfate. What is the common in this case? In this case, common is sodium. So this will belong from the sodium family. Look dear, the presence of same positive ion, that one is Na positive, and hence we can say this belong from the same family. Here you can see calcium chloride and potassium chloride. What is common in this one? Negative part is common. Negative part is common. So this one will belong from the chloride family. Very simple, very simple. Okay na? So you can see this one. This is very simple. We can find families of salt on the basis of its cationic part, its anionic part. If its cationic part is belong from the same group or same atoms, positive sodium atom is there. Okay, in this example you can see sodium carbonate and sodium sulfate. Sodium is common, that one is cation, Na positive is cation, both are same, Na positive, hence we can say it belongs from the sodium family. Okay na, and chloride is negative, negative in both the case, calcium chloride, potassium chloride, hence it belongs from the negative family, or negative family, not chloride family. Okay na dear students, so I hope you have understood. Let's see the slides. Okay, you can see this one. Okay na dear student, now the next thing we will talk about use of common salt. Dear student, it is very interesting. Common salt, you know the uses of common salt, as the formula is NaCl, common salt, and you know we are actually adding to enhance the property, enhance the taste of the food. Okay na, it is an important component of food items. Okay, first one, it is used as a preservative. It is, what is there, it is used as a preservatives, like pickles. Pickles is preserved for a long time, for an year, because of that salt. Salt is act as a preservative materials in that case. Okay na, and that is one of the uses of that one. Okay, it is used in the freezing mixer. Okay, and it is used in the manufacturing of soap to solidify it. Yes, it is also essential that for solidifying the soap you can use the NaCl. NaCl will quickly solidify that soap. initially soap is very uh, that soapy, this is actually, you can see, slippery, okay na, it will not solidify, so we will add in that case common salt, okay na dear student. So that's it for the video. You can see the slide, okay. So I hope you have understood. Thank you dear, all of you, thank you.